Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Thursday, February 21st, 2013. Armed pirates have stormed an oil service ship off the Nigerian coast. They've kidnapped 6 foreign crew members, and they've demanded a ransom of some $1.3 million for their release. The ship is called the Armada Tuah, T-U-A-H. It's operated by the Lagos-based Century Group. It had a crew of about 15. It was attacked 40 nautical miles off the southern Belize state at about 1500 Greenwich Mean Time today. The vessel was en route from the oil hub of Port Harcourt to Abo. Abo is the site of a key deep-water oil field where Shell, Agip, and several other domestic firms have operations. Authorities in the United States are investigating after a small jet crashed at the end of a runway in eastern Georgia, killing 5 people. The Hawker Beechcraft 390 Premier had departed from Nashville, Tennessee. It crashed just after landing at the Thomson-mcduffie County Airport about 30 miles west of Augusta. The aircraft is registered to a company based in Wilmington, Delaware. There's no other information yet. Well, here's an interesting story. The Trial Bar Association of the United States is a very powerful group. It is the bane of the existence of many insurance claims companies and claims departments. It seems to be the case soon enough in England. Robust legislative action is required to prevent claims costs from spiraling out of control. This is according to Adrian Brown, the CEO of Royal Sun Alliance UK operations. There are recommendations afoot that the English High Court has put forward that would call for lower legal costs and a ban on referral fees. They're due to come into force on April 1st, but those regs haven't been published yet for any comment. They're being driven by a number of, the increase in costs is being driven by 2 main factors. They're going to rise about 20% this year in the United Kingdom, mainly because of case law precedent, specifically the Simmons v. Castle case, which is going to add 10% to general damage costs beginning in April, and also an increase in 9% on all claim awards. This is again according to case law. According to the CEO of RSA UK, fundamentally there's been an increase in the claims culture, and if that's not arrested by legislative change, rates will rise for all employers. He said an example of the pervasive nature of the compensation culture is the growing number of unsolicited emails, text messages, and phone calls promising to pursue claims for often imaginary missold payment protection insurance policies. He said these are driven because there are people who can make a stack of money out of it. People are being encouraged to do things they wouldn't do otherwise. There's an incentive to drive the society to a place it wouldn't be if the profits weren't there. Well, that's been the situation in the United States with the Trial Bar Association for quite some time. Well, here's bad news for New Zealanders, specifically if you live in Christchurch, and if you're one of the tens of thousands of people in the United States affected by Hurricane Sandy. This can't be good news either. Friday is the 2-year anniversary of the massive Christchurch earthquake, which killed about 185 people, and many homeowners there are still waiting for insurance payments 2 years after the quake. A majority of claims have yet to be paid. Many residents of Christchurch are criticizing the slow progress on rebuilding the homes. The New Zealand Insurance Council said today that insurers have only been able to contemplate starting major repair work in the past 6 months because of a continuing series of aftershocks. A Christchurch lawmaker said that her constituents are facing psychologically debilitating problems because they are living in the worst hit areas. No kidding. Swiss Re, the world's second biggest reinsurer, plans to return about $2.8 billion U.S. to shareholders, this after lower natural catastrophe claims in 2012 boosted excess capital. Their shares climbed to the highest level in almost 5 years yesterday after they announced that investors are going to receive a special dividend of 4 Swiss francs, about $4.30, and boosted the ordinary dividend to 3.5 francs a share from 3 francs a share. There's another big snow floating around in the United States. Parts of the U.S. heartland awoke today to half a foot of snow as a big storm is making its way eastward out of the Rockies. Winter storm warnings have been issued from Colorado through Illinois. Many school districts have canceled classes ahead of time. and it is heading to New England. There's heavy snow forecast in the Boston area this weekend. It's expected to pass north of New York City. Jerome Foray is to join Endurance Specialty next month as the CEO for Global Reinsurance. Jerome's, whose most recent role was a partner with Don Kramer at Bermuda-based ILS Capital Management, is going to join Endurance on March 11th. He had long been with SCOR and also had served for Tokyo Millennium Re, where he managed reinsurance operations in their Bermuda office. Well, here's a story you never want to see. We frequently see stories of horses being destroyed and killed in fires. It's rare we see something like this. But a blaze broke out at about 10 p.m. last night in a strip mall, the 3200 block of Northwest 37th Avenue in Miami. And apparently at the Beverly Hills puppy store, 30 English bulldog puppies died of smoke inhalation. About 40 Miami firefighters worked on the smoky blaze for about an hour and a half. Of course, the dogs were all in cages and could not get out and could not escape, so it was particularly tragic. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.